What's up, guys? S.Belt MMA, digging into the archives. One of my first tournaments as a blue belt. Thought I'd share this with you guys here. This is in October 2016 Guangzhou tournament called the AFG Fall Brawl here. You see, I'm able to pass a guard. I'm actually going against one of my teammates, Logan, who actually after this tournament ended up getting his purple belt. This was actually my first tournament as a blue belt. Here you see I'm able to pass the guard. And you guys will kind of see like this is kind of the early stages of the style of passing and stuff that you guys tend to see me do in a lot of my videos. Here it's just, I would say, a blue belt version of that, a lot less um, movement and reaction than what you'll see me do now. But this was a good, kind of precursor there. You see, I'm trying to step my leg over. I was trying to get an armbar here. So I've got his arm, but I wasn't able to get it on my hip. So I was trying to step the leg over to get it here. He goes to react, switches hips. And then at this point, I was definitely very much into a lot of chokes, bread cutter choke, baseball choke. So you see, after I couldn't get the arm bar, I start working to try to get the choke. You see me kind of trying to work my hand towards his neck here, and he's just working on trying to defend himself. So I'm just working the hand. I've got the hand in on the lapel, and I've got my other hand in the back here. And then can see the ref. Guys, see I'm working towards the choke, and then here I hop up to try to get it, but I'm definitely too high, and I'm too far away. And obviously this is always stuff you can see in hindsight. Uh, so here you see I kind of try to switch over, and I do bread cutter, but I don't get my arm underneath. And then I go to try to pass to mount, but obviously instead of knee slicing, I try to go up high, and then he's able to get me in the half guard. But I still have the lapel grip, so I'm using that as a pressure. And then I use that as an opportunity to get my legs out and then pass back almost to his side control. But then he turtles over, and as he turtles over, I've got his arm so that he's not able to just turn back on his of his own free will. So here I've got his him wrapped up, and I'm sprawling my hips down just to keep his head down and trying to think of what I'm going to do next. Which, now obviously I'd be working to pass to the back a little quicker, but here, with as a blue belt, especially in tournaments when people are going 100%, it's a lot different. So, passing to the back would be the option I would take now, uh, if I were doing this in a tournament. So here I'm working on trying to get to the back, and the ref actually ended up resetting us. So as we reset here, then he works to try to do spider guard. Then I'm able to pass, and he still got my hand, but I'm able to get that out, and then pass the side control again, and then I gain the control. So I'm inside control, and I would say this is definitely an area where I did excel as a white belt and as a new belt. Blue belt was once I got the side control, I had very very solid heavy pressure that I could get on guys. There you see I jumped for an arm bar, but I was way too far away and I didn't secure his arm properly, so I ended up losing it, and then he ends up in the turtle position again. So from here, I'm trying to work, and then he ends up getting me and recovering and getting me into his close guard. So here, I actually do a good job of keeping my posture, and then start to break his guard. And as I break his guard, I'm coming out. And then always my focus in tournaments was a lot of time just getting the points. So here I got out, and then I was just focused on passing, securing position once I got out. So he was getting me in kind of a delihiva. So I pull out here, and then the ref ends up resetting us again. So as we get going, I'm just thinking how I'm gonna pass. For me, in the tournament, getting the points, obviously trying to get a takedown, and then passing was again my focus. So here, as I see he's trying to get me in some kind of leg lasso with his arm, with my arm here. I'm just keeping my base low, making sure I'll give up a sweep or anything like that. And then I start to work to pass here. You'll see I step back, I get my hand down, I get my hand out from the lasso, and then I work on trying to pass to the left side. So you're going to see me start to work towards the left because I've already got the leg pushed down. So I switch hands, his leg into my other hand, and then I start to pass. He goes to cross my leg over, then I drop down, and then I switch to the other side. Now from there, I'm able to pass again to side control. So as I pass side control, I end up securing and getting the points here, and then trapping his arm, and then making sure I place down the heavy pressure. And so, by this point, I've got a pretty solid lead, and I wasn't, in any danger for submissions or anything like that. So, I pretty much had this particular one pretty solidly in hand. It was a good fight. Logan definitely made me work for it. And again, he's one of my longtime teammates. He currently trains in Hong Kong. And again, he's a purple belt like I am. So there's where time runs out. Again, it was a great fight. One I enjoyed. Again, my first fight as a blue belt. So thank you guys again for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. Thanks.